translation is a transformation that moves all points in a figure the same distance and the same direction. Okay? And so some ways that you might remember this is that a translation just slides your figure. All the points go in the same direction and in the same distance. Okay? A rule to describe a translation can be written using what we call arrow notation, and we'll explain what that is in the examples. So let's go ahead and try our first example. Alright guys, here's our first example. First you'll need to start by plotting point A. The coordinates for point A are +4, +2. So go ahead and graph that point on your paper now. Once you've got that point graphed, we're going to go ahead and translate it 5 to the left and 4 up. So what I would like for you to do is put your pencil on that point that you've made, and let's just move it based on the translation 5 to the left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to the left, and then I want to go 4 spaces up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is my translated point A, and remember from yesterday we would notate that as A prime. Okay? So let's go ahead and write the coordinates for our new point A. So I'm going to go, let's see, this is 1 to the left, so that's a -1. And here I've gone up 6, so 6. So I've got point A where I started at 4, 2, and then A prime where I've translated to at -1, +6. And so now let's talk about the arrow notation. What just happened here? We went 5 to the left. Well, when you're thinking about your coordinate grid, did we go 5 in the positive direction or negative direction? Well, we went in the negative direction. So our x-coordinate just went 5 in the negative direction, or -5. Okay? Our y-coordinate went up 4. Okay? And so when you think about up, you're going in the positive direction, not negative. So positive direction would mean our y, we're adding 4 to it. And so here is what our arrow notation would look like. We started with coordinates x, y, and our x-coordinate we subtracted 5. If you look, 4 minus 5 gives us -1, our new x value. Our y-coordinate, +2, we added 4. 2 plus 4 gives us our new point at 6, or our new coordinate. Okay. So now let's go ahead and move on to example 2. Okay, so here's example 2. First thing you'll need to do is graph your 2 points. So point B is at -4, 0, and point C is at -2, 5. So make sure you start by graphing those 2 points on your coordinate grid. Once you've got them graphed, we're going to go ahead and translate them. They're translating 4 right and 2 down. Okay, and so our first example, we only translated 1 point. But with this figure, or this line segment, both points need to be translated. Okay, and both of them will both be translated 4 right and 4 down. Don't get all those boths? Anyway, okay, so point B, put my pencil there, and I'm going to go 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 down, 1, 2. And so there's my new point B, or remember, B prime. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and write down the coordinates there, so it's 0, -2. Now that's only point B that's been translated. Now I need to do the same thing for point C. So I'm going to take point C and move it 4 to the right, 2, 3, 4, and 2 down, 1, 2. And so here's C prime. Now let me get those coordinates. So 1, 2, and then up 3. And so here is our translated line segment BC. Okay. Notice that both points moved to the right and down. Okay. So now let's take a look at the arrow notation. If I take point B and I go 4 to the right, that's 4 in the positive direction. So my x-coordinate is adding 4. My y-coordinate went 2 down, or 2 in the negative direction, so that's y -2. let's go ahead and look at the arrow notation for point C and see if it's the same, if it's different, what happened here. Okay, so point C, the x-coordinate 4 to the right, 4 in the positive direction, so that's x plus 4, okay? And my y-coordinate went down 2, which is 2 in the negative direction, or y minus 2, okay? If you take a look at it, both points have the exact same rule or exact same arrow notation. It's because the same thing happened to both points in our figure. And you can check it. Negative 4 plus 4 gives me 0. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 4 gives you 2. 5 minus 2 gives you 3. Okay? So use what you know here. Go ahead and translate example 3. Come back, check it, see if you got it correct. Alright guys, here's the last example for you to check your work. Here is our original triangle and our translated triangle. Remember, we can tell it's translated because it's got our prime notation there. So in this example, we translated 5 up and 6 left, okay? And so that happened for every single point, 5 up and 6 left. Make sure you pay attention to the wording. Our other examples went left, right first and then up, down. And so this one was a little bit different, but still follow the same rules here. So your new coordinates. Point D prime should have been negative 5, 8. Point E, negative 2, 7. And point F, negative 7, 3. Then when you're looking at your arrow notation, remember you're looking, okay, my x coordinate. Remember that's going left and right on the x-axis. Well, it went in the negative direction 6 spaces, and so we have x minus 6. Your y-coordinate went up, or in the positive direction 5 spaces, so y plus 5. Okay? And then make sure you go back and check and see that this works for each one of your points. So I can say 1 minus 6 equals negative 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8. That same rule should work for every single one of your points, so make sure you check that and see if it did work out, okay? Remember, if you have any questions, guys, just write them down on your paper. Feel free to rewind, go back through at your own, maybe a slower pace if you need to, and come to class ready to work on translations tomorrow. Bye.